Okay guys, in this video we're going to be talking about how much an Amazon employee makes, how much money an Amazon employee makes, my complete income report with both overtime and without overtime. Now I previously did a video about my day in the life as an Amazon employee, and I'll link it up above if you want to check that out, but that did reasonably well, so I think there's a lot of people that are interested in working there. So I just thought I'd give you some more information about working there and how much money you can expect to earn whilst employed there. The reason I'm doing this is because I think transparency is key and it empowers employees. I think if you know how much other people are earning in a similar industry, you have that knowledge that gives you more power then to go and maybe ask for a little bit more money, or to feel a bit better about yourself if you're earning a little bit more than I am. But with that being said, I'm Steve. This is Life at the White House. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, so I'm going to break the video down into different sections. So the first thing we're going to talk about is my hourly rate, and I'm going to be converting this from pounds into dollars. So I'll give you the sterling amount, the British pound amount, and also the US dollar amount, because I think quite a lot of my audience is watching from America, and it just help a few people, I think, to do that. So we're going to be looking at the hourly rate, and then we're going to be looking into my weekly rate, both with and without overtime, and then we're going to be getting into the catch 22 about working overtime, and how even though the rates are quite good, there is a pretty substantial catch when working at Amazon to obtain them higher hourly rates. So that's how we're going to be breaking the video down. But let's get into the first thing. Let's get into my hourly rate and how that converts into American dollars. So as an Amazon employee, straight away, picking orders, you will be earning £9.70 per hour, and this converts to $12.93. So that is the hourly rate for an Amazon employee in the UK, and that's the conversion for an American audience. Now I think in the US there's a huge debate at the minute about a $15 minimum wage. And I think there's a few places that have implemented that now. New York, Massachusetts, Maryland, Illinois, and then maybe a few others. If you are watching from America and you know where that is, comment down below and let me know. But so if you are in one of them states, I actually earn less than that minimum wage of $12.93. That's my wage, and the minimum wage that you guys are fighting for is $15. Here in the UK, the minimum wage is currently, I think, £8. Yeah, £8.72. So earning a little bit more than that, not a lot. In the UK, you get a minimum wage and you get a living wage. So the minimum wage is what is required by law for an employee to pay you, and the living wage is what you can live on. And how these two aren't the same is nuts to me. I think the living wage is about £10 an hour, and in London it's about £11 an hour. So for a company like Amazon not to be paying their employees at least £10 per hour is, I think, a disgrace. And if you want to know what I have to do to earn that wage, again, it's linked above. Just press the I in one of the corners and that will drop you down to the video that I was talking about before. But that's the hourly rate. Now let's get into what that means for my weekly wage, both with and without overtime. Okay guys, my weekly wage. So every week after taxes and national insurance and all the other deductions, I will earn £332 per week. Now I'm not quite sure what that is in dollars, but I'll work it out later and I'll stick it on the screen so you can see that. That is without overtime. So once you hit 40 hours, after that, from 40 hours to 50 hours, you're paid time and a half, which is around £14.90. And I'll convert all of these numbers into dollars on the side of the screen somewhere. And then if you work between 50 and 60 hours, you are then on $19.50 per hour, which is really good. There is a pretty severe catch to that, and we'll talk about that later. But those are the rates. So if I work 50 hours per week, I will earn an additional maybe £100. So I'll go from 332 after taxes and after my national insurance and all deductions to £432 per week. And then after that, you get a little bit higher. Now, because of the nature of the job itself, you really do struggle to hit that, and that is the big catch that we're going to talk about in a minute. But yeah, for a standard week without overtime, I will earn £332, and with overtime, if I work an additional 10 hours, because we do 10-hour shifts per day, and I go from 40 to 50, then I will earn £432 per week. So there you go. Now let's talk about the pretty big catch with all of that and with working the overtime. Okay, now the catch. There is a huge catch to this. Now, as we're coming into December, before that you could ask for overtime, but in December, I'm not sure how it is in America, but in the UK, you are forced into overtime. So you get an allotted extra day that you have to work, and that's what you have to work in December. So you can no longer in December, in the run up to Christmas, work 40 hours a week. You have to work 50, which is nuts, you know, because you've got everything going on with Christmas and you're so tired all the time anyway. Now you're forced, and this isn't the catch, by the way, now you are forced into overtime. You don't choose your day, it is randomly assigned to you. So thankfully, I still got my Sunday off, and that is now the only day that I can spend with Lou when we're together in the run up to Christmas. And had they have allotted me a Sunday, I wouldn't have got any days with her, which is crazy. So, and this isn't the catch, but yeah, you're forced into overtime. It's nuts. Again, it is, you're getting time and a half for them 10 hours, but you know, it comes at a bit of a cost, especially when you don't want to work it, when you're absolutely exhausted, and then you know you're being forced into more. You don't have a choice. Now, the catch with working overtime and earning them higher rates, especially when you get into that 50 to 60 hour bracket, and you go from time and a half into double time, which is what you will be earning when you're working between 50 and 60 hours. The catch is the job. The catch itself is the job you're working. Once you've worked 40 hours in that place, you do not want to work another minute. And now knowing that coming into December, I have to work an additional day. It's an absolute killer. If you want to know what I do during a day, the video is linked above, and it'll be linked at the end of the video as well. But yeah, the catch is the job. Like, I've worked overtime before and it was an absolute killer, and a month or so ago I did it once and I was like, I'm not doing that again. But now, knowing that I'm being forced into it in this Christmas period is crazy, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. I haven't worked over 50 hours a week because that would be an absolute killer, and I don't know of many people who do that. And so the catch is the job. It is well paid if you can work, if you can get yourself into them higher tiers, but it comes at a huge cost. Blisters, you're walking all day, every day, you're running about, you're constantly getting into people's way. Again, check that video out. But it's a nightmare. So there is a huge catch to earning that higher wage, and the catch itself is the job. But yeah, I hope that is, shed some light onto how much you can expect to earn whilst working at Amazon. I think that transparency is key, with how much money you're earning. And if you can appreciate that, please smash that like button. Share this video if you think your friends may find it beneficial on Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever it is, if they're thinking about getting a job at Amazon. Yeah, and again, thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to say another quick thank you, but off topic, to everyone who subscribed to the channel. It's a bit crazy. I think we're on 470 subscribers, so before the end of the year, we may hit 500 subscribers, which is nuts, and I thank every single one of you for choosing to do that and choosing to subscribe to the channel, and everyone being so positive in the comments and liking and sharing everything else. So yeah, I just thought I'd say a huge thank you to everyone who's choosing to do that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guy. I hope you can appreciate the transparency in what I've done there, and hopefully I've given you a bit more information so you have a bit more knowledge now if you're going to apply for an Amazon job. There is work there, but it is tough. The wages are good, but you're going to have to work over 40 hours to obtain a good wage. I hope this has helped you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. But apart from that, I'm Steve. This has been Life at the White House, and I'll see you again in the next one. Cheers, guys.
Hi guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you did like it, please do drop a thumbs up down below. If you want to see more videos, click on the link on the left hand side, and if you've got any questions for me, leave them down there in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But apart from that, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.